I play Sabine Spielrein, who was a patient of Dr. Jung. She was the first patient that he used what was called the talking cure on, which was a theory, a kind of method that Freud had come up with. She's suffering from what is diagnosed as hysteria, so she's having hysterical episodes. That strange line in playing her of getting this creature that was very difficult, that was very intense and could be horrendous to people, and yet always playing it with that idea that she's ill and that she is, of course, a victim. And she thinks that she is a devil. She thinks she's vile, filthy, and corrupt. So I sort of wanted something facially that expressed that. A huge part of it is the costumes. So it was great that we kind of managed to find something that just made her sort of, she's never fussy, she's never perfectly of that period, because, you know, I sort of going along that, if you think you're disgusting, if you think you're that vile, you don't dress yourself up and have the hair done and have everything else, because you don't want people to look at you because you're disgusting. There were various rumours at the time of that Jung was having this affair with this patient and student, and he got very freaked out by it, so he denied everything. She was absolutely besotted with him, and she sort of believed that he was the saviour, and that she'd have this child that would be a hero by him. And, you know, so I think, yes, it was a love. Maybe not completely sane love, but certainly it was love. It was quite terrifying, actually, because, you know, I first read the script and went, God, this is amazing, and sort of said yes to doing it, and then went, oh, this is really difficult. Wow, how do I? So I started with the book that Christopher Hampton based the original play on, called The Dangerous Method, and I started. I didn't understand a word, because, you know, it's all in psychoanalytical talk, and I didn't know anything about it. David said to me, sort of, you know, how do you feel about doing a touch of Russian in there? And I was kind of, I love doing accents. I was like, yeah, great, perfect. And then he said, okay, specifically, I want mid-Atlantic with a Russian blush. I was so excited when he said he'd play Freud. I think he's the most phenomenal actor, and really exciting that he gets to do something, because you wouldn't think of Viggo Mortensen that Freud, you know. I mean, but the characterization's wonderful, and actually, because I love it when people, I mean, I do love it when people do research, and I love hearing about all the stuff that they've found out. So it was a joy to the one scene that we did together, you know, to kind of go, oh wow, what books have you been reading? And he's written me a whole list of Freud books, because I didn't get around to reading any biographies of Freud, so I've got a whole list of, and you know they're going to be good. If Viggo's read them and he thinks they're good, you know they're going to be good. What I found fascinating about the whole story was that it was the beginning of psychoanalysis. It's so much a part of our culture, and even sort of words like ego or complex or anything like that, it's words that we don't think about using today. Whereas then it was right at the beginning, and they were discovering a whole new way of treating people. It's fabulous. I've loved reading all the books. I've loved how difficult I found it. It's been a real challenge. Loved doing the accent, you know, and the whole kind of the diving in aspect of it. David Cronenberg, he goes, yes, I believe that you can do this. And you go, okay. And somehow you do. And it's incredibly exciting. So it's the arduousness and the difficulties, you know, it makes you feel alive.